Actually, I'm feeling overwhelmed coming from one place to another, but thank you, Jose, for inviting me here. I was supposed to be in the morning, but it takes about 5.5 hours from Bellary to Bangalore. First and foremost, after a great lunch, I'm sure the last thing you want to do is to listen to somebody who's just going to talk about not much about deep tech. I think the last 24 hours, or since yesterday morning to this morning, you've been listening to, and I saw the YouTube also on confluence of innovation, lot of technology, especially focusing on deep technology, and most importantly, I think what is relevant today is sustainability. And all these are basically three pillars, but I believe that all these are silos if we don't have a collaborative space between them. And that's what it's all about, collaborations in terms of being able to implement what we actually innovate, what we actually look at a sustainable future, and what we look at in terms of technology, whether it's smart manufacturing, whether it is application. All these are, three pillars which need to be put together through a networking platform. And these platforms are organizations that come with a lot of their own strengths. And I lead an organization right now called FKCCI, the Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry, a 108-year-old organization founded by Sir M. Visvesvaraya. And those days it belonged to the trading community. And right now, over a period of time in its journey, we had a lot of manufacturing industries come in, especially during independence time. And now, of course, in the late 90s and the 2000s, a large number of companies in the IT and IT services. In all this, we have a combined mix of both trading, manufacturing services. But again, all these are silos if we don't have a platform which is a networking platform. And that's what FKCCI as a Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry provides. And our major effort in the last, I would say, few years would be to look at industry, academia, bridge. Because quite often all our collaborations, remain with the academia. They come out with a lot of innovative projects, great ideas, great concepts. But until it is brought to commercial scale of operation, we in FKCC are not relevant. That is, we from the industry are not relevant. Secondly, when we have students who are passing out of colleges from the academic institutions, we at the industry say that we don't have students who are industry relevant. So there is that bridge that needs to be ensured that this bridge between industry academia is actually enforced, strengthened, and make sure that these students come to the industry being relevant, that they can be absorbed and they're ready to go. If that be so, as an organization, we run a program, one program which I can quickly talk about before you start off on the panel is Manthan. Manthan is a business plan presentation competition among students across all colleges, graduate and postgraduate colleges of the state of Karnataka. We have about nearly 4,000 graduate and postgraduate colleges in the state, out of which about 400 of them are just government colleges, and another 400 are about government-aided colleges. Now, these students come out with a concept and idea. It starts with just an idea, but we have a 9-month journey with them where they go through a knowledge workshop, a series of knowledge workshops. We receive about 700 applications, which means we are actually reaching out to about 2,500 students at the beginning. They begin with a concept with the whole business plan idea is actually discussed with them, with a whole lot of resource people who guide them through processes of teaching, through process of templates, so that they actually understand what a business plan is. And by the time they complete their 9 months, they're equipped with all the necessary tools To some of them, to the extent that they actually have a product or a service ready. And if that be so, there is a beginning of 2000, there's a cash prize of 10 lakh rupees to the 10 winners at the end of the event. So that means in the 9 months journey that they have, they go through not only of learning, but there's also an opportunity for many of our own members to mentor them, to guide them, to handhold them. A large number of jury who actually support them. Not only do they qualify them whether they're ready for the next round, but they actually also guide them and then support them with some incubation support, connect them to other incubators or accelerators based on the kind of business and help them out through the entire process. So this year's our focus is to ensure that though we get a large amount of participation, quite often the sessions are all online. This year's focus is also to include a large number of the government colleges who tend to remain in the talukas and are not part of the main ecosystem. So that's a focus. In addition, we have a large number of other events which will support the growth of the industry. Enterprise growth is one of our major focus areas. We do the MSME conclave. That is going to happen sometime in June of 2026. This happens in Palace Grounds and we have a huge participation largely in the manufacturing sector. We also conduct a convention on sustainability, CSR and sustainability, and that's around in July of 2026. And this is again focused on new ideas, new technologies, basically a discussion platform along with some showcasing of their products and services. Another major area that FKCCI focuses on is, I would say the prime focus has been is policy advocacy. Policy advocacy largely with the government. Quite often our members from across the sectors have different issues starting from ease of doing business. It can be an e-Khata issue. It could be something to do with direct taxes. It could be something to do with indirect taxes. All this is brought to us as a base and then we discuss with the government because we kind of are the voice. We are part of the meetings of pre-budget meetings of both the state and the central government and focus on MSMEs because 90% of FKCCI members are micro and small enterprises and we also know that 97% of the industry in the country are micro and small enterprises. So we've been pushing for a separate policy for micro and small enterprises so that they get the opportunity to be heard and the challenges to be resolved. I think with this introduction, I know you had a good session in the morning and I'm always in touch with Mr. Jacob and look forward to a great TIA summit every year and congratulations once again and thank you for the opportunity.